that is the panel. This is the underside. The underside always looks really good because that's kind of what it molded to. This is the difference here. You can see is where my sunroof delete was. There's some clay I used to fill in gaps and stuff. I'll have to scrape that off. The outside, it looks kind of rough, but that's expected when you're doing stuff this way. I will add a few coats of resin to it and sand it all down, try and get it a little smoother, but the indentation from the sunroof panel is going to be there. There's really nothing I can do about that. Would have had to have gotten like a hard top roof to work off of. That really would have been the only way to avoid that, which I didn't feel like going through that trouble. But I've got the area that I want to cut taped off, so I will cut this off, and then I will end up bonding to this outer edge here. And I only used 3 layers of carbon, so that roof is kind of flimsy at the moment, but I'll put some bracing in it and I think it'll be just fine. Right now it only weighs 5 pounds. I think it's about 5.5 pounds. Still needs to be, trimmed and everything to fit right, but I think all said and done it might be 8 pounds after I throw more resin on it and a couple braces in it. I mean, I can't see it being more than 9 pounds. So that's where we're at, and I guess let's get to cutting. I guess there's no turning back now, boys. That's a little ridiculous. There was no turning back a long time ago. We're way past that. But, wow. That is a big hole. And I mean, I don't know, I'm no chassis guy or nothing, but it still feels very, very sturdy. I left the front support in here, as you can see. I had to cut the back one up a little bit. There's a little give there. Nothing crazy. I'll work with that. That's no big deal. But here's the question. What does this monstrosity weigh? Even though it already has a carbon fiber sunroof delete in it. Rough as it is, but I did make it. What does that thing weigh versus this? This is pretty light, I'll tell you. Turned out decent. It needs a little bit of support, but I mean, even this one, if you do that, it's a little flimsy. But I'll put a few supports in that. I already fit it up there. I'm pretty happy with it. I'll show you that shortly here. Give me a second to put it up there. And yeah, it's a little bit of cutting, but it's out. So that's cool. So here's what we're working with. It's sitting in there. Like I say, you're gonna see that sunroof indentation. I still got work to do on it. Make it look a little nicer, but yeah, I mean, it's a little flimsy. But with the few supports I plan on doing, it'll be fine. I only did 3 layers, like I said earlier. But man, the fitment up here, it's just like the factory one. I could put some silicone glue, whatever. I mean, I'm gonna use some, I think it's something 420, DP 420 or something like that. I gotta do a little more research, but I'll use that to bond it. And yeah, I'm overall very happy at this moment. And while I haven't shared with you yet what the difference was, I will say it was worth it. So more than I thought it was going to be, weight savings wise.